Welcome back, Nugos. Today I want to introduce you guys to a new series called Rising Stars, and we will basically be taking a 1-star and seeing if we can get him all the way to a 5-star. And we will be following these players not only through high school but college and the NBA as well. So we're getting a full, you know what I'm saying, my career pretty much. So we will be focusing on 2 players, Jordan Bianchi and his cousin Caden Alabaster. Okay, Jordan, he's a center, 7'3", 7'4", you know what I'm saying, sophomore year. He played his freshman year but didn't get so much play time. He was on the bench most of the time, trying to figure out where he fit within the rotation, as far as coach's mind. In his mind, he just felt like, you know what I'm saying, it was too many stars for him to be able to get onto the court. He knew his level. He knew he wouldn't be able to shine. Now, as far as Caden Alabaster, he's a shooting guard in college on IU. Okay. Now, his story we'll get into more on the next episode. All right, with that being said, let's get into Jordan Bianchi and his skill set. Jordan is the youngest brother of 3. Okay. His older brothers, Michael and BJ Bianchi. Again, we'll get more into these other characters if y'all guys want to see them later down the line. Michael, he was the power forward, you know what I'm saying, running the dynamic duo between him and Hamilton, the center for Arsenal Tech. And I will say he was a triple-double monster. Again, if you guys want to see these players, let me know. And I'll make, you know what I'm saying, their own series. So, with Michael being as good as he was, Jordan definitely had a lot of hype to live up to coming on to the Arsenal Tech team and trying to be a center. Again, to move him into the starting lineup, they was going to have to move Hamilton over to power forward, their main rim protector at the center position. Within this league, there is a lot of good centers and a lot of paint heavy teams, okay, inside scoring teams. So moving Hamilton over to power forward, it was a very big thing, and they were going to need a rim protector, a very good 5-star rim protector to replace him. Now, in a lot of people's eyes, Jordan is still a 1-star. He still has a lot to prove to be even as good as Michael. And Hamilton is better than Michael. They didn't take Hamilton off the team. Again, he's at power forward. But that is making a lot of the center matchups mismatches. Okay, so now that you guys know Jordan, let me explain the league real quick, because this is not going to be your typical, you know what I'm saying, my career series where you're going through high school, college, and NBA. It's not going to be those typical series that you see. This is an actual my league, online my league. We are going against actual players. We're not playing the AI at all. Even I won't even record the AI game. Everyone's player locked. Everyone has their player. We have a set amount of rules, and if you guys want to actually get into this league, let me know down in the comments. So with that being said, you guys understand how competitive this series is actually going to be. Let me stop yapping, and we're gonna get into the first game. First game of the season against last year's champions. They win the tip off, start getting it over to their point guard Hilaire, set a nice pick and roll, and he tries to dump into the paint. Unlucky for him, in between his freshman and sophomore season, Jordan actually stepped up his defense. With our freshman point guard York taking the charge, we now have the ball. Jordan passes into Fournier, and we're going to try to get something going. You know what I'm saying? Jordan sets an off ball for York. York at the top of the key, looking for something, doesn't get anything to go, immediately passes it out to Jordan. Jordan tries to post up the former champions, little brother, gets stopped, but ends up getting a little pump fake and a lay to go. Coming back down the court, they have the ball, set a nice pick and roll. He's in. Hamilton's there to stop for a big denial. We're heading down the court. We see Jordan at the top of the key. Fournier was on the left, and we ended up snuffing our own play. Now they have the ball again. He sets a pick and roll, dishes it into the paint, and gets an easy lay. It is 2-2. This is going to be a back and forth game, man. Back and forth game. Fournier in the corner, sees Jordan. Jordan posts up, tries to get something to go, and gets denied at the rim. They're back down the court. We're covering up the lanes though, and we stop the fast break. Jordan with the rebound. He got stopped and he got to stop. I told y'all, it's going to be a back and forth game. Jordan at the top of the key does a spin move in between the legs, behind the back, goes in, pump fakes, and misses. Now on the other end, they're heading down. C at the top of the key, pump fakes, passes it in, dishes it into the paint, back up to the top of the key. Luckily, he missed that shot. See York over in the corner, good outlet pass, back out to Fournier. Fournier for the three. We are now up 3 points. It's 5-3. Jordan almost got blue by. He's able to recover himself on defense. York gets hit with a nasty screen, pick and roll, passes, and after good defense, they hit a three. Shake my head. Hamilton passes it in. Fournier is at the top of the key, passes it over to York. We're going to look for an inside play for Jordan. Jordan, though, at the top of the key again. Tries to get something going, goes to the mid-range, and misses his first jump shot of the day. On the other end, he gets a mean pump fake on Hamilton, gets him up in the air, was able to pump fake again, got both of the 7-footers in the air, and slammed it home. Back down, York is taking it down the court, got Jordan in the corner. Fournier at the left side of the top of the key, Hamilton, this is an into Hamilton, and Hamilton gets denied, but fouled at the same time. So we get our free throws. Of course, Hamilton hits both of these. And now it's back again, a tie game. They get an easy dish inside the paint, and we have no choice but to foul. He misses his first free throw, misses his second. We're lucky. Jordan is cold right now. He's going to take a shot, try to at least, and he misses. He cannot get anything solid going. He feels like he's not contributing as much. And they get an easy dunk. As you can see, Jordan was not happy about that. Passes it over to Jordan. Jordan's going to try to show up and get 3 for the 2. And yeah, I don't know what he was doing right there. That's 3 seconds, brother. Passes it into the paint. They get an easy slam. Yet again, Jordan getting frustrated, bruh. York passes it over. Jordan tries to at least, and it gets tipped off. They're back down. Jennings with the ball. Jennings passes it into the paint, and it's an easy slam. It is now 13-7. Jordan, again, frustrated. Hamilton, get a 2. When all else fails, goes to Superman. And then, again, quick pump fake. Gets him up in the air and slams right in his face. This is a tough matchup for Jordan. Okay. Hamilton gets an ISO on the left side. Tries to spin in. Gets it. It's easy for him. It's easy, even covered. Back on the other end, he tries to spin move into the paint. Dishes it out to 3, and luckily we were there for defense. Jordan with the ball, top of the key, into the paint, posts up, passes it out to York. Again, Jordan at the top of the key, has a mismatch, calls Hamilton for the screen, dishes it into Hamilton. Hamilton misses the lay, but gets his own board and puts it back up, misses it again. Great defense. Passes it inside the paint. Jordan right there, he's scared to put it up on him. They go out for a 3, and we play good defense, but they get the rebound, put it back up, and we play good defense. Jordan had an easy lane, passes it out to Fournier. He's scared now. He's in his head. True Long calls the timeout for the Hurricanes. Coming out off the timeout, we try to do our best to get back into the game. And it's just back and forth, back and forth. Jordan going through a lot of frustrations, not being able to help out his team. He gets a rebound, and still, that's all he's really doing. He finally gets his second bucket of the game. nearly at the end of the first quarter. And yeah, this is pretty much just how the rest of the first quarter went, man. A lot of back and forth defensive stops. Jordan is not happy at all. Feeling like he can't do as much as he wants. At the start of the second quarter, Jordan was determined to make an impact. We missed our first shot of the game. He plays some amazing defense, getting the block. We're back on the other end, sets an on-ball screen for Fournier, and then gets an easy bucket off the pick and roll. Again, this is a back and forth game though. 19-15. Passes it into Fournier with the easy lay with the dish from Young. Back on the other side, they get an easy layup. Miscommunication on defense. Jordan slugging back up down the court, but gets the inside pass and makes an easy lay. He's starting to turn up. I think it's starting to click for him now. Coming out of the timeout, Jordan's on the bench. And when he comes back, he has 8.6 rebounds. Yet again, he's still feeling like he hasn't done enough, so he's going to try to lock in on defense. With 2 minutes left in the second quarter, they go for a nice little mini jump shot. Was wide open, but missed it. Passes it over to Young, back into Bianchi, and Bianchi gets an easy slam. He has 10-7 now. Jordan trying to freaking argue that call. That was not a foul, ref. Come on now, y'all giving them points. They make both of the free throws. Got Jeffries pulling up for a three. Misses. Jordan picks up the rebound and slams it in. On the other end, we got some ISO ball. He tries to set up a pick and roll. Jordan kind of snuffs it, but gets blown by for the easy dunk. He didn't have enough lateral movement. Jordan, again, going to make something shake. Tries to go for a post fade. Misses. And then gets a three hit in his face on the other end. A lot of back and forth movement going on right now. A lot of defensive, a very competitive first half. No one really being able to pull away. 39-38 in favor of Tech, with the best players on the court being Hamilton and Grayson Gallagher. Both having 15, Hamilton having 8, him having 5 rebounds. At the start of the half, Jordan having 12 points, 8 rebounds, has finally figured out his rhythm. Playing some good defense, and we end up getting the board. Jordan goes down the court, full court monster. He passes it out to Green for the easy green bean. On the other end of the court, they also get an easy three, leaving them wide open. Fournier dishes it out to Jordan. Jordan with the pump fake. Stalls, good patience, passes it out. Young now has the ball. He puts up a nasty three and we miss it. Gallagher in for an easy layup. On the other end, we're going to try to get it as just as easy. Jordan heading into the paint. Young trying to pass it into Edwards. They're snuffing it out. They're in them lanes. Gallagher at the top of the key again. Goes for a pick and roll. Doesn't go for the pick. Goes on the opposite end and gets a foul on the layup attempt. He hits his first free throw. It hits his second. Passing it back down into Jordan. Jordan in the post. Trying to get something going. Hezzy. Mid-range. His first jump shot of the game. That boy is deadly. Gallagher has the ball again. Mismatch. Passes it out. And Fournier gets the reach in foul. They call a timeout. Coming out of the timeout, they try to pull up for a contested three, playing good defense. Hamilton gets the board down to Arthur. Arthur looking for Jordan. Jordan has butterfingers. Looks like the first quarter's not fully disappeared yet. Playing amazing defense though. Jordan gets the rebound, passes it over to Arthur. Arthur up to Hamilton. Hamilton with the easy slam.
46-45, a back and forth game, as I said. They try to pull up for a midi. Jordan's there to snuff it out though. Hamilton with the rebound. He passes it up to Jordan. Jordan passes it over to York. York with the easy blow by. One of the best freshman guards that we have seen. After missing the three, we get the rebound. Hamilton passes it down to Jordan, tries to at least, but Hilaire is there to snuff it. They try to get a three on the other end, miss. We back down. Hamilton back down to Jordan, showing his range. Dang! It's in. His first three of the game. He's getting hot. 17 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists. They try to pass it down. Of course, Jordan locking in on defense. He's not letting Gomes get through, but Gomes with a nice little post layup. Slipping past Jordan. Arthur dishes it down into Hamilton. Hamilton, of course they play good defense on Hamilton. They're going to have to. Jordan stopping the pick and roll, but they pass it out to the three and hit a contested one. Back over to Arthur. Arthur sees Jordan for a perfect ISO moment. He posts up. Gets in his Carmelo bag. Hesitation. Tries to pull up for another mid-range. Misses. Hamilton is there to clean it up though. They get an easy bucket and then we call the timeout. Back down on the other end, York switches stop all the way. We get a stop. And it's our ball. Passing it over to Jordan again. Feeling himself. 22 points. 10 rebounds. Does a jab step Carmelo bag and easy mid-range. 24 points. Hilaire with the ball. Gets fouled by Fournier with the reach in. Gallagher has the ball. Tries to lay it up. But Jordan gets a mean block. Gallagher, though, gets an easy layup. Passing it back down to Jordan. Jordan wants revenge for that easy layup, even though he blocked him. Tries to get something to going. Moving around the court within the mid-range. Pulls up. Open, but he misses. Gallagher getting a tough layup to go. That's definitely Big Zoe little brother. Jordan in the mid-range. Again, getting in his Carmelo bag. Step back. Gets an easy lay after the blow by. That boy is shifty for a 7-footer. Gallagher gets a nice little assist for the easy paint bucket. 90-75. Jordan at the 3-point. Carmelo bag again. Pump fake. Jab step. Hezzy tries to get in for a layup. Tries to dish it out. Out of bounds. Coach was not happy with that. Gallagher again with the ball. Has Hamilton on him. Again, Jordan with the amazing defense. Fournier loses the ball on the other end. They're back down, and they get an easy dunk. After that amazing defensive possession, that's crazy. Jordan tries to pull up for a 3, gets heavily contested and misses. Gallagher goes up for a layup, heavily contested and misses. York has the ball, passes it down to Jordan. Jordan in his Carmelo bag again. Mid-range, phone booth master right there. Jordan trying to play some good defense. He didn't get the block, but they did go out of bounds. Jordan again with the ball in his Carmelo bag. Boom! Mid-range. Step up, buddy. Smith with the ball down in the paint. He passes it over to right. Easy layup. Jordan trying to get an easy little steal right there. Unfortunately, wasn't able to pick it up. They have the ball on the other end. Swift pulls up for a heavily contested 3. Jordan gets the rebound, passes it down. Looking, at least, to scan. Passes it down to Fournier. Fournier over to York. York at the top of the key. Back over to Fournier. Fournier down to Jordan. Jordan down to Hamilton. Some crazy ball movement going on, and Hamilton gets the easy lay. 98-79. They set up a pick and roll. Early has a wide open 3 off that big body pick and roll. Jordan has the ball on the left side, throwing the other end, and y'all know he's getting in that bag. Oh my God. Crazy way to end the game. Crazy shot to end the game. 101-82. Hey, we may have won, but we still have a lot more competition to go through this season. But this was a good starting game. You know what I'm saying? Last year's champions. And not only that, they may not have Big Zo anymore, but they have his little brother, Grayson Gallagher. Looking at the scoreboard, 33 points for Bianchi, 12 rebounds, 3 assists, 5 turnovers though, 1 block, shooting 15-25 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3. Hamilton though, 33 points, 15 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block, 1 turnover, shooting efficient, 13-19. Then we have 13 points from Fournier, 11 points from York. Everybody really turning up and activating and doing what we need to do to get the dub, man. That concludes the first episode of the Rising Stars series that I have started on this channel. If you guys enjoyed and y'all want to see more, man, let me know down in the comments, man. Only if it's genuine, man. I really had fun doing this video. So yeah. So let me know down in the comments, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If there's nothing else that I have to say, which I don't, I'm out. Stay tuned for the next one. Peace.